What's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about my top 5 beginner dancing tricks. So before attempting any of these tricks, just make sure you're comfortable riding, kicking, stopping, picking up your board. Make sure you're really comfortable on your board before you start trying these, because you're going to want to have some pretty good balance, and that's going to help you a lot. So the first trick we're going to have is going to be the 180 step. So the 180 step is going to be a super basic fundamental trick. It's going to put you into your switch stance, and you can also do the switch 180 step to get back into your normal stance. It's up to you, but it's going to be super easy to do, and this is what it's going to look like. Alright, so let's talk about the foot position. So this is going to be me riding goofy going that way. So the first thing you're going to do is actually do a heel side carve that way. So your heel, carve a little bit so that when you do your toe side step here, you're going to be carving to the left. So you're going to go right and then left. And you take your back foot around and back to normal. This will be your switch stance. So it might be a little bit uncomfortable at first, but you're going to stay here, and there's a bunch of different ways to get back to your regular stance. You can do a body varial like we learned in the last video, or you can do the switch 180 step. This is going to be with the switch 180 step, so you have toe side, same exact thing. So you take your your front foot, your new front foot, toe side edge on this side, bring that around and then back, and you're going to be back in your normal stance. And that's going to be super versatile. You can do it anywhere, you can do it anytime. It's a pretty low risk of hurting yourself. And so yeah, and you can do it infinite amount of times with all these dance steps, as many times as you want. So again, okay, so you're going to be carving heel side like this, toe side, that, and you can do switch 180 step and just do it over and over. And at beginning, when you first try these dance steps, you can just do straight. So tighten your trucks up so you don't need to worry about the carving too much. So you're just gonna go straight, and try not to lean on the rails too long, because it's easy to get locked up there. You can just do it straight just to get the motion down, but practice, just make sure you do this first with your board upside down. Just get used to the motion so that when you are on the board, it's going to be that much easier. All right, so trick number 2 is going to be the look back. So the look back is a super classic trick. You can use it instead of kicking or pushing. You use the look back. It's going to give you a little bit of extra momentum. It looks super clean, and there's going to be a lot of different ways to get into the trick, out of the trick. Just kind of be creative, but this is what it's going to look like. So the way I do the look back is I get into my fakie stance. So you can either start off fakie, do a body varial into fakie, or just do a 180 step into your fakie position. So that's usually how I do it. So you do your 180 step just like we learned, like that. And what you're going to want to do is turn your back foot. So if you're going that way, your back foot, the middle of the board, and you're just gonna kind of lift up, use your heel, and just kick off that way, and then you're back into your regular position. So it's a super cool trick, super chill. It looks really stylish if you can do it right, and you can put it into so many combos. Really clean, and it should be a pretty easy one to get. It shouldn't take you too long. The only thing that's hard about it is just getting used to being backwards for like that split second. So you're gonna be here, you're gonna be backwards, your one foot's gonna be on here, and then you just kick off and jump back on. Go through your knees to catch yourself so you don't lose your balance or let the board slip, and that's gonna be it. Going into trick number 3, we're gonna have the 360 step. So it's just a combination of the 180 step and the switch 180 step, except you're doing a full 360. So you're gonna do the 180 step, and then you're gonna do a switch 180 step, and you'll be back in your normal stance. There's different ways to do it, of course. You know, feel free to change it up however you like. Super chill trick. I do it all the time, and this is what it's gonna look like. All right. So the 360 step, it's just 180 step, switch 180 step, and you just do it right after another. So just like you do before, heel side carve, and you're gonna go toe side, and then you're just gonna leave your back foot, go to the other toe side, your new toe side, back around. So if you kind of look at it, it's gonna look like this foot. So if you watch this foot right here,
talking to yourself suburbs inside your skull.
You can literally just repeat this over and over. It's a super cool trick. It feels really cool, and it is kind of scary when you first start learning it. I used the Lookback to help me learn it. So what I would do is just do a 180 step, look back to do that. And that kind of helps you with your balance because you will be going backwards for a little bit. And that feels super weird at first, but you kind of get used to it with your the way your body shifts. All right, coming in at number 4 is going to be one of the biggest tricks that you're going to see in longboard dancing, and that's going to be the cross step. Cross step is super fundamental, bread and butter type of movement. I use it so much, like every time I do a line, it's always a cross step in there. It is a surfer trick. It's like super OG and classic, but it's going to be super clean, but you will have to cross your feet because it's a cross step, and that's probably the hardest part of the trick. But once you get it, it's super easy, super flowy, super carvy. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, this is the cross step. All right, so we're riding in that direction, and what you're gonna want to do is do a toe side carve, going that way, toe side, and you're gonna bring your front foot to the heel side, kind of at an angle right there, and you're gonna cross right over like that. So first you're gonna go toe side carve, heel side, toe side, toe side. So when you're doing your carve, you want to make an S kind of formation. So the way to do that is to do the heel side, toe side thing, like I was saying, shifting your weight. It's a little bit kind of weird, but when you first start, you can start just going straight with any of the dance tricks. So just tighten your trucks up, and you're just gonna go here, keep your feet in the middle of the board, cross right over, just like that. So you don't need to worry about the toe side, heel side, or the rails. But the better you get at it and the more smooth you want it to look, you're gonna want to shift your weight that way. So the hardest part of it is the cross, hence the cross step. So heel side right here. It's really easy to get locked up here. You get stuck and the board will fly out and all kinds of not good stuff. To avoid that, you want to do the cross step relatively fast. So just like that. Try to keep your weight on your platforms of your shoe, so like in this area or your toes, because if you keep it in the arch of your foot or the heel, it's gonna be super easy to get locked up. Heel side, toe side. Just practice it, you'll get used to it. It's gonna feel super weird at first, but the more you do it, the more you get used to it. So the last trick we're gonna have today is gonna be the Peter Pan. This is gonna be another super big fundamental trick. It's similar to the cross step and the 180 step put together, so that's why it's gonna be our last trick. It looks super clean, and you could also repeat it an infinite amount of times. So with the Peter Pan, you can do it however many times you want. Just pro tip, make sure when you're crossing your feet in the middle, you do toe, heel, because if you do heel toe or if you do full foot down, you're gonna get locked up super easily. So when you shift your weight, just make sure to keep that in mind. That's a super big thing for me when I first started doing it, was getting your toe heel movement whenever you're switching legs. For the Peter Pan, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna be going that direction, and you're gonna do just like a 180 step, where you put your front foot to the toe side edge, except instead of finishing out the trick, you're gonna go parallel to your front foot, just like that. And this will be like a cross step, 180 step combined. So you're gonna be at this parallel position. It's super weird and cross, but like I said, you'll kind of get used to it. And then you can just finish it off going there. So technically that's one Peter Pan. So again, you're gonna go toe side, heel side, and finish it right off, just like that. With the carving, what I like to do, you can do it different ways. I carve heel side first, so this way, and then I go toe side. This is heel side, toe side, right? So that way you have an alternating kind of S carve kind of thing. The biggest tip is to make sure when you put your feet parallel to each other, you want to do toe heel. So here, and you want to go toe, heel, right? Toe, heel, heel. And like once you get the timing right, once your heel touches the ground, your other foot should already be gone. Otherwise, you're gonna get locked up and it's gonna be really hard to move your feet. So I'll do it really slowly. So you're gonna be here, toe, and then heel and let go of this foot right there. Toe, let go of that foot, heel, toe, let go of that foot. And that's probably the biggest tip for the Peter Pan. Try to keep your weight centered in the middle of the board. So if you lean too far forward or backwards, sideways, or whatever, you're gonna lose your balance. So you wanna keep your head right over your center of mass. And so that's gonna help you maintain your balance. Alright guys, so that's going to be my top 5 beginner dance tricks. Give them a try. Comment below what you think. If you need any help, I'm always here to help. Give any tips or anything like that. Tag me in your videos on Instagram. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And click that notification bell whenever you get a new video. And I'd appreciate that very much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.